What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kpop Kimchi podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turneau, with my co-host, Brian Limpler. And it's time for some idol school.
It is time for idol school.
Finally.
We've been teasing it for weeks.
We might be a little late, but it's time.
It's perfect, though, because From's just come back, and they're all looking real good. They had their summer comeback.
Yes. So what better way to celebrate Fromis than to watch the way they're created?
I've been wanting to watch it for a while, so I'm glad we started watching it. Even though we've only watched, what did we watch, like 2 or 3 episodes?
I think we watched 2 episodes.
I think we did too. And I will say from the beginning, it's definitely a lot different than the produced series.
It is.
Which is good.
It is different in, like, a really good way. Like, it's definitely, like, unique. Like, obviously with the voting and everything, they took parts that are, like, very similar since it's a survival show. But Idol School is definitely unique in, like, its own very cool way. Like, I didn't know what... I thought, honestly, it might be, like, the exact same thing. But
So did I.
But, like, this is dope. Like, the first 2 episodes have been phenomenal.
Oh, but before I talk about that, I got a Through the Fog for you.
Go for it.
So I was thinking the other day, because I was on the Google machine at work when I was supposed to be working.
Yeah.
And you know, like, turtles retract their like, appendages in their head inside their shells, because that's something they do. I was, like, Googling it, and I was like, oh, yeah, turtles going inside their shells, you know, because their bodies are, like, part of the shells, and it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. But
then I was thinking about it, you know, it's really wild. Sea turtles can't do that.
Yeah.
I never really thought about it.
Me neither.
Then I was thinking, I'm like, they got flippers. They can't put those inside their shells.
Yeah, because they gotta, like, swim around.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Sorry, sea turtles. Can't protect yourself.
I know. I was like, man.
Can't hide.
Kind of like when I realized that not all turtles have feet. They have flippers. I was like, whoa. I don't think about it, but now that I thought about it, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I never really thought about that either. Never really knew that.
And now you all know that sea turtles can't retract their flippers in their heads inside their shells.
Because they gotta swim.
And they gotta fight sharks.
Yeah, seriously.
And octopuses.
And surf on the Australian current, or whatever that is.
Yeah, what was it? It was like a riptide? No, it was like a... I don't know. They had like a name for it. But yeah, I don't know. It blew my mind.
That's a good Through the Fog. We haven't had a Through the Fog in, like, weeks, so...
Most of them just revolve around me Googling things that turtles have.
We needed to get back into the game mode for Through the Fog.
And that penguins indeed do have knees.
Yeah.
It's weird. Because their legs are shaped like M's, like...
Yeah.
Like the M for Minnie, it's like this.
You don't really see them.
It's kind of crazy.
And they kind of, like, walk like they don't have them, so...
Well, I guess it kind of works the same, but we looked it up, and they're, like, up inside, they're, like, not really in their bodies, they have so many feathers you can't really see them.
Yeah.
But their legs work like this.
Yeah.
Which I guess is how normal ones work, but it's weird because, like, their knees are, like, M shaped. So imagine M.
Yeah.
And the top of the M's just kind of move back and forth like a...
That is weird. Like,
back and forth. So that's why they walk. They look like they're waddling because they're...
Yep.
Which, I mean, it's weird because that's how normal knees work, I guess, but I don't know.
It's just weird for them.
Think about the M, the letter M, and the little legs on the M moving back and forth on, like... And that's how penguins walk.
That is exactly how a penguin walks.
It's weird.
It makes sense. That's some good biology right there.
Dude, that's just another day in the old Google machine at the courthouse.
That's nature, man.
Oh. Animals are crazy.
They really are.
I also need to go... I was thinking about it. I need to go buy some albums. I always forget to do them. Like, I don't like do the pre-order stuff because I always forget about it.
Yeah, I don't do pre-order stuff. I actually haven't really bought...
I haven't bought much anything.
I finally actually did buy something. I bought the signed Fromis album off M-Wave, so...
Dude, let's go.
Who knows? Hopefully that's here in time for birthday. But I was like, yeah, I obviously want to support Fromis, and the album's amazing, so I'll get one of these.
But other than that, don't think about it.
Yeah, other than that, I haven't got an album in a really long time.
I always buy, like, random old ones, but I should probably, like, get ones to open for the channel that are, like, actually happening.
Yeah.
As, you know, they're going on. So, I need to get some Fromis ones. I need to get I want to get a Twice one when the Twice one comes out.
Yeah.
I also want to get that one from why can't I think of their name? Oh, Everglow. Their new one looks super sweet.
It looks really good. There's just been a lot of great stuff recently. We've been very blessed these last few weeks with just awesome music and awesome comebacks.
I still need to get the friggin' Black album.
Yeah, seriously.
That's gotta be
the
somewhere.
2 versions of that, yeah. since those had some really nice photo cards.
We were talking earlier about how I think this last couple months has been like the best string of comebacks in a row and like ever.
I think like as far as just like consistent great comebacks from groups that we like,
Groups that I don't really listen to, they came back.
I can't really think of a time when it was literally like almost every day there's like someone else coming out with a song.
Oh, I need to get what can I think of the name of the group is? I need to get a Oh My Girl album.
Yeah.
I bet those photo cards are sick.
Those are probably really nice.
I need to get an Oh My Girl album, and the other ones that were super awesome was Rocket Punch was sick.
Yeah.
Even GWSN song was sick.
That whole album was really good. I was very impressed with GWSN.
A lot different than like Bazooka.
Which I also really like Bazooka, but that whole album, whatever GWSN had, it was really, really good.
And we even talked about it last week. There was a lot of like boy group comebacks that were pretty sweet too. So
yeah,
just been a really good couple months of.
It's been
comebacks.
It did start a little slow, but it's been a good 2021 now for K-pop. We've just had so much. Like there's just been so much stuff happening.
Oh, speaking of that, so today I was driving because I had to go do something. I was just driving around.
Yeah.
In our like our favorite songs at the beginning of the year episodes coming up, I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And I was like going through my list of like my favorite songs of 2021 so far that I have, and I was like listening to it. And every single time a song came up, like that's definitely going to be in the list. I was like, oh shit, this one's definitely going to be in the list too.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I was thinking that whatever song I pick as my favorite song that's come out so far, there's a good chance that it's just not going to be my number one song of the year at the end of the year. Because the last couple of years, I'm like, no, like right away. I'm like, Fancy's my favorite song. And then I even said at the beginning that, like, Maybe by Idols, like, this is like my favorite song that's come out.
Yeah.
But so far this year, there's like so many songs. Every time a new one comes out, I'm like, wow, that's going to be my favorite song of the year.
Like, no, I totally agree. Like, there's definitely not. Because that's how it was when we did our halfway last year. Pretty much, like, all of them were, like, very similar at the end. Like, there wasn't much changing. We're like we know this one, we know these songs are going to make the list, and this year or like so far, I maybe don't know what ones are going to make the list, but there's like such a big list to pick from all songs. I'm like, yeah, this could be on there, this could be on there, this could be on there. Like
even in groups you don't really like
yeah,
listen to
exactly.
dropping like bangers, you know.
Yeah, and you're like, man, this one. There's really just the pool is like so big of songs that I'm like, I have no idea what are going to be my favorites because I've just liked so many. But that'll be interesting. Definitely gonna actually have to like, because like last year it was kind of just like, oh, I just like already know, and like
I was like, I know my top three. I'll fill in these last.
I'll just have to fill in one or two by doing a little research. But this one, I have no idea yet. So.
There's even like some boy group songs or like some soloists that I just randomly heard. I'm like, man, these guys should be on the list.
Especially we're just like half the year. That's tough. Like.
Yeah, we're only halfway through the year.
We're only halfway through, and I could make like a ginormous list.
I could make like a top 25.
Yeah, of just songs from like the last month or two. So, which is really exciting because I mean, it was cool to like know which ones we like, but now it's like even just who knows what it's gonna be because there's so many, which is so impressive. Shout out to all the groups and producers and everyone making it happen out there because. There's not many songs I'm just like you said, even groups you don't pay attention to. I'm just like, that was whatever. Like, that was okay. It's like, wow, this song's really good. This song's really good. This song's really good.
Like, one song I really liked was that, the one song by GWSN that came out. Mainly because it just reminded me of, like, a WJSN song.
Yeah.
But I, like, listen to it all the time. It's so good.
Yeah.
That and the, Ring Ring by Rocket Punch. Those are both, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. And also, it doesn't hurt that, like, every single group we like is, like, coming back, so...
That is true. It's a lot of the groups we pay attention to and like really, really, really like a lot. I've listened to Next Level so much and
Next Level
also Purple.
Dude, Purple's so.
I've listened to that
good.
I've listened to that song so many times. I love that song.
Wuwa just never disappoints.
Wuwa's just like only gotten better with every comeback. So it's just there's so many songs I'm like thinking in my head right now that could be on the list. So It's going to be tough. I'm definitely going to feel sad when I have to let some off the list that very well could have made it if they were like last year or the year before.
There's like even like songs that I don't know, I forgot even came out.
Yeah.
Like DD Dance by Eyes One. I forgot that came out at the beginning of the year.
Seriously.
And so did Another Level.
Yeah,
that
those
one, OT track song that CLC made.
Those early in the year songs are definitely do not feel like those. Just feel like a whole other lifetime way because we've had so much recently.
Another song I came up that I forgot about was "Spit It Out" by Majors. Came out.
Yeah.
At like the beginning of the year, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
All the major songs that were so good.
I don't know. It's crazy.
It's going to be really tough. That is going to be like the hardest. Probably like top like whatever songs list we've done so far of like anything. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle.
Forewarning everybody that the songs I pick as my top 5 may not even be in my top 5 by the end of the year.
Yeah, that's a good point. That very well could happen. Because I'm pretty or like I know my number one halfway through was my number one at the end. So
was mine.
Who knows? That might not.
Both years they were there actually.
Both my.
Although we didn't have a halfway one through the first year we did it, but at the same time, I mean, it would have just been fancy. So.
Yeah, I mean, definitely would have been fancy. So I don't know. I'm excited for that episode.
I was thinking about it. And I was like,
There's just so many good ones. Shout out to the groups, man. They're killing it. These show awards have to be like brutal,
dude. And then you get to the point where it's like. Yeah, normally we have like a bunch of girl group songs that's what we listen to all the time.
Yeah.
But then you have the boy group songs that actually made like dope songs this year, like NCT and other groups, and you throw in like the girl groups that we listen to, and then like their B-sides are really good too. And you're like, oh my god, what do I pick?
I think it's just nice having the groups that weren't necessarily our faves coming out with bangers too. That were like, wow, this is awesome. Like,
oh, that's the thing. Like just. Coming out of the woodworks right now with good songs.
Just super, super dope music from literally everybody.
Every angle. Being assaulted.
I almost like need someone to come back and be like, okay, maybe that wasn't my favorite, so it can actually like lighten the load for me because...
Or just give me one song and just solidifies itself as like, yep, this is it. This is the best song I've ever...
That'll be, that's...
This is Helicopter English version.
That's honestly gonna, seriously, that's gonna honestly be like an all-timer song to beat. If you're solidifying yourself as like the obvious number one... With the competition right now, you got to be real good.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But it'll be fun. It'll definitely be an interesting one. And I don't know. I feel like I could say it, but then we'll have similar ones. But I feel like our lists could be very, very, very different.
I actually think that our list could be really different this time too.
Yeah.
Although I thought that last time, I think they were pretty similar. But
this there's just so many. There's so many. I mean, like even like Unnatural came out. Like
oh, dude,
Unnatural is there.
I'm just making my top 5, the 5 songs out. The first 5 songs off the WJSN album.
You could, yeah.
And then the black.
And then the black is just like number 5.
Just cause.
It's tough, but it's a good tough. We could be like, man, no one even came back, but
I know.
Luckily we have so many.
It's also crazy because even like Rosé's solo song came out.
Oh yeah, it did, and I loved that, man.
Hold on here. While we're on top, look at my playlist real fast and see what I got. Because there's some songs on there that came out. I'm like, oh, I forgot this.
I totally forgot about Rosé, but I loved that song.
Also, another great song that came out was Odd Eye by Dreamcatcher.
Another great song.
I forgot that came out. That Warning by Sejong.
That was amazing too. Yeah, I'm definitely...
Then you have like ASAP by Stacy. Like, that song freaking slaps.
ASAP was so sick.
Oh, I mean... Didn't even talk about it. We're talking about today. Friggin' We Go by Fromas came out.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
Which was amazing.
AC came back.
Because Fromas is always amazing.
Man.
5 is going to be like impossible.
I know. I always feel like the hardest picks for me on any list we make is like the last 1 or 2. I'm just like, who's going to be at the end?
The 5 is going to just be impossible.
They're just like hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
They're one.
We really could just have like a top 20 first half of the songs.
It's like one random playlist day away from being knocked off and not being number 5.
Yeah, anymore. You never know. It could just be the mood you're in.
But yeah, time for some Idol School.
First 2 episodes.
So for those people who haven't seen like the produced series, usually in the beginning they would go and like they'd introduce the companies and the girls would come out, so you'd see the girls.
Yeah.
Then they'd do like a little dance evaluation where the girls from their companies, like say you're from Cube and there's like 3 girls, you'll do a song. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a song by a Cube group, but you'll do like a little performance, to show the judges what you have, and you're placed in the classes A, B, C, D, and F.
Yeah.
So So once you're placed in your classes, that's basically saying, hey, you know how much work you have to get done to like be at the top of your game, and obviously if the lower you are, the more practice you need.
Sure.
That's how like evaluating things works. Now, we were saying how Idol School was similar, but it wasn't similar, because when we watched the beginning of Idol School, they actually introduced each girl by them going into like what was it? It was like an admissions office, which is basically them looking into a camera, getting asked questions. They had to answer the questions.
Yeah.
And then once they did their thing, they got to go sit in this big classroom. Now it's crazy because I don't know. For some reason I'm like, it's just like a miniature and just like overshoot it, to like it look really cool.
Right.
But it's like their entire own like Idol School village. Like it's the craziest thing in the entire world.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Like town.
I don't know if what place they shot it at. If this was like a university or something, but it's legit. It's super cool.
If you lived in the town of Perfect, like in all the shows, like in Walgreens commercials, it like looks like that. But
it legit is like it's a school. Like it's idol school. Like you go kind of learn how to be an idol. Because I'm pretty sure no one is signed anywhere. I feel like none of the girls are actually. I don't know. That could be wrong.
I know,
but this is like it's like teaching them to be idols.
A lot of them are from Stone Music Entertainment.
Okay,
so that's like kind of like who put on this whole thing. And then after that, they like got signed off the road where.
Okay, yeah.
Where Eyes One was at.
Because I know it was because like Produce was just more like doing your performance and stuff. This was like you're actually supposed to go and like kind of learn how to be an idol because it's obviously idol school. But the presentation of it is like really good. It's like really, really awesome. Like the setup of the school and the teacher is Hee-chul, which is amazing because Hee-chul's awesome. But I kind of thought before we watched it, I was like, this is gonna be like a really knockoff Produce, but like they definitely made their own unique thing, and the presentation is just sick. Like. I love the way it looks. The campus there's awesome. Their classrooms are awesome.
I wish I went to school here.
Yeah, it's like really, really legit.
But yeah, so they go to this admissions thing, and they get like their little, I guess it's like a little video thing that they shoot. And when they're shooting their video, they go sit in a classroom, which is like where I guess their class is. I guess it's going to be their classroom for the whole series. I don't know.
It's like their homeroom class, I guess.
And they get to sit there and they get to watch the other girls come in and do their thing. So it's like a big like... Kind of like, it almost seems like a two-way mirror,
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, it's on the chalkboard, so all the girls that are already there get to see the other girls like get introduced themselves.
Yeah.
And then go sit down in the classroom, but the girls introduce themselves don't know that they're being watched.
Right.
So eventually they're like, what's your charming points? Like, what do you think you're like good at and all this stuff? And like, everybody sees it. So they all go into the little classroom, they get introduced to Hee-chul, and he's their teacher. So the whole my favorite part about any of these shows is just when everyone gets introduced. It's like the coolest thing.
Yeah, it's so fun. The first like 5 people were all people that end up making it in For Almost 9.
Like spoiler alert.
It was really funny because we were just like rooting. We're like, who's it gonna be? And then it was like another member, and we all cheered.
Just like that mystery.
We're like, who's it gonna be?
Like,
yes.
And like Royal Rumbles and wrestling.
Yeah. You just didn't know who it was gonna be, but like the first few people were all For Almost members.
Then there was a lot of people that were in companies previously together, I guess, and then they were not, or they're doing whatever they are now, so like recognized them.
Yeah.
Like a couple of them were in 16 together on the JYP show.
Yeah.
Like G1 is there. There was one girl who actually I think made it in like the final episode of Produce 101, and then she got cut.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like super surprised that she was there. There's a couple people from like America. They were from different places, surprisingly. They weren't all from, like, Korea.
Right.
I think my biggest surprise was, because I guess I just never knew that she was on the show, was Natty was there.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
She was, like, the super hyped person, like, through the first 2 episodes. Everyone's like, oh, Natty's here!
Well, she's literally, like, the best.
Like, she's so good.
She is, like, the best person in the first few of just, at doing everything, so.
It reminded me of, like, when... Sakura and Jirina like were in Produce 48 and everyone like freaked out. I'm like, oh my god, like
she's like living legend.
She's already. Like number 1, we have to knock her off. Like she's the best. Like she's gonna win everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Natty was there. Also a great tie-in to the comebacks was Promise 9 was made from Idol School, but also our friend Ando was on the show there from Everglow.
Yeah.
Who, spoiler alert, So for the first 2 episodes, she was the worst person. She literally had the lowest rankings on everything.
Well, actually...
Except for the girl who left.
Second to last, only because there was one girl who left the show in the first episode.
And literally didn't do anything.
So yeah, because she, in the sort of evaluations and everything... She literally did nothing, was like too scared, and like went to the back. She had like an anxiety and had to leave. So, congrats, Andi. You beat one person, and it was her, the girl who left the first episode.
And now you're Everglow making bangers. So it worked out.
Most improved player ever is Anda for sure. But yeah, she didn't have quite the showing on this show, but
we kind of joked about it because I mean we like Anda and she's an Everglow. We both were like, everyone complains how she never gets any lines in Everglow songs. Like, she had very few lines.
Yeah.
And if you would have watched her in Idol School, you'd be like, how is she even in a group right now? Like,
it's amazing that she got, like, picked up, and it's just crazy to see her now, and then you're like, whoa, she has gotten so much better. And
like, the ultimate...
Just a few years.
Improvement.
Like, yeah, like, really, like, legit most improved player ever. But, yeah, it's just funny she's there because she doesn't, like...
And she looks so different.
She's, because she doesn't really get any, like, screen time at all and stuff, and, like...
Unless she's, like, getting in trouble or crying.
She got in trouble, like, once, and that was, like, the only time she was on the screen. But it was just funny because she's there, and, like, you know, people back then wouldn't even think twice about it because it was, like, this girl who's literally dead last, but then now she's, like, Anda.
And her name wasn't even Anda. It was...
No, it's she
had,
had,
like, Serum or Serum or...
Yeah, I think Serum or something like that, so...
I guess I could look it up on the old Google machine.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure she got second to last overall.
Yeah, she didn't
because do very good. The girl left, but she didn't get last, so, you know, improvement.
It's so crazy, though, because she, like, was so much different when she was on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Sayrim.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what all the girls on this show or what they're doing, but I mean, Anda's got to be up there with the best of them. So, with like being an active idol in a really, really popular group.
I know. Well, obviously, Promise 9 has 9 of the girls.
Yeah.
The Natty's doing solo stuff, and then you've got her and Everglow. Yeah, I don't really know if anyone else is doing anything else.
I mean, I don't know what these other girls are doing, so I mean,
we'll have to look into that.
Really, that's just, she needs like her own documentary of just like triumph over tragedy and all.
It's also funny because in like all the Everglow stuff, she's known for like 4D, you know, like being like super like outgoing and bubbly and having a crazy personality. And imagine the complete opposite of that, and that's her in the show.
Yeah, just young Anda. Maybe this was literally just like they're just like the first thing she ever did. They're like, just get out there and just
good luck.
Do your best, see what happens, and you know, learn from it.
Like when my car exploded and my truck exploded, my dad's like, "Hey, good luck with that."
Yeah, like, hey, just go have fun. They just said, go have fun. But it's just funny seeing her there, knowing how great she is now.
Yeah, that's how everyone was introduced. It was really fun.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
I suggest anybody at least watch the first like hour of the first episode to see everybody get introduced.
Yeah. It's really entertaining. I kind of thought like it would be like not as good, like not. It's obviously not the Produce series, but like I kind of thought it was going to be like kind of lame, and like I was like, oh, this kind of stinks, but it's super dope.
Oh, I love it. It's the best.
Like it is really cool the way they did everything.
Then so after everybody gets introduced, they do like random tasks. They're not really tasks. It's weird because it's like, well, actually no, they go to the little dorms. Remember? So
yeah,
in Produce they had like dorms they went to where each girl had like their own little bunk, and it was like what?
Yeah.
5-6 girls in a room or something like that. Well, in this, which also is kind of funny because we talk about how there's such like a big like town, like this big like university campus, and all the girls are in like one room in like their own little cubby holes, and that's like where they stay at.
Yeah.
Which was actually really
Maybe they're
cool.
Not even at that, and they just shot some shots with the drone and fooled everyone.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like a little town. It's like a little scale miniature, and they shot over to make it look real, but then it's like one building.
Took some shots of this college campus that they're actually just in a studio.
Because you'd think that with all that room, you could at least like give people a whole room to themselves. But they're literally like all lined up in like literally like little cubby holes.
Every single person.
It's just a whole row, like a big row of cubby holes.
Yeah.
And then they go and they stay inside of it, like their little nooks. They get their little like mattresses out and stuff at nighttime, and they just sleep next to each other in little things.
It's really funny. The one thing that like I kind of noticed with this show compared to the Produce is like so exact and they're like, this is what we're gonna do. This is why we're doing it. This is what group you're in because of this. This is like It's always like very precise steps. You see the process of like how people got put where or what they're doing, what they're singing, why they're where they live, or like this is kind of just like boom, like all right, here's the bump, boom, like here's the first.
It's almost like they're like the army.
They're like boom, now we're doing a dance thing, boom. It's like you're like okay, like we're here now, like which is fine. It just moves like really quick of just like what they're kind of doing, whereas Produce is just like evaluations to get to here, to get to here, to get to here, to get to here. Like this one just kind of moves like really quick. And you're just like, oh, well, there's this group of girls singing now. How did they get picked? Who knows? They're just singing.
They're like, oh yeah, group one.
They're like, okay.
But yeah, so after they get in the little bed things, I'll be honest, I'm probably remembering a lot of this out of order because it's been like 2 weeks since we watched it. But you'll get the basic gist of what's going on here.
Everything we say did happen.
Yeah. Because then they go and they have to do like, so the evaluation things they do are kind of weird, because one of them was like you said, they like go and they sing.
Yeah, this was like one of the first. That was like the first evaluation was
they had like go study like Into the New World by Girls' Generation.
Naturally.
And they all were like together like groups. I'm not sure how you got the groups. I don't know if it really matters to me. I don't know if they just picked randomly.
Yeah.
But they'd go up on stage and they each had a microphone and they'd all be singing together. And then the judge lady or the judge guy would come up and be like, okay, we just want to hear this person. So they turn everybody else off, and all you would hear was the one person that they picked singing, and they would like evaluate how you sang based off, I guess, what they heard.
And that was like intense.
And you never know when they're gonna pick you.
I was like, what a crazy like first thing to do without any like, it was and you have to like sing in front of everyone by yourself. And these judges literally get like right in your like side.
Like,
of your
they're like in your face.
They're like listening with their ear by your mouth, and I was like, man, that's like so intimidating.
Like when you watch like all the army movies and the drill sergeants yelling at the dude like right next to us, like literally right up in his face, like a nose away from him. That's what it was.
That's how it was, and I was like, man, that's like such a crazy first like thing that they had to do.
Oh, the legend, Michelle White. Let's go, White Michelle. We're like watching it in the background while we're like talking about it, but it's funny because White Michelle was on there, like her name's Michelle White.
Yeah.
And she's like asking her questions and she's like pausing and no one thought she like knew like Korean and then she like spoke like perfect Korean.
Yeah.
She's like from America.
Yeah.
And then she just comes and hits that real quick Usain Bolt pose.
Yep.
But yeah, so it was also a bunch of girls who like forgot the words or like didn't know the words because they like, you didn't know when you were going to get picked. So you could have remembered like the first like minute and a half and not remember the other part. And
it
then
was
it's just
painful.
Like some girls couldn't sing. Some girls could definitely sing better than other girls.
Yeah. It was
Wait, she's from Taipei.
That was a really just trial by fire for everybody. Like it was intense.
So,
and I don't know who the judges were. I mean, there's some type of singer idols or whatever. But
yeah, they like introduced them. They're like former like
there's something
vocalists or singers or something.
I didn't know who they were, but they were intense too. I mean, I guess like that's kind of how judges are on these types of shows. But they were like, I don't know if I want this dude like breathing on me while I'm trying to sing.
I mean, he was like up in
that guy was really he was really about the vocal.
He could tell you what you had for breakfast like days earlier.
Yeah, he really was like an army drill sergeant. That's totally his vibe.
And I think they like got, obviously it's like a school thing. So after each like little elimination thing, or not even elimination, I think they haven't got to eliminations yet.
Yeah. After
each little task, you like got ranked.
Yeah.
Like who got an A in the class or who's the head of the class, you know, and then you like became like the class president until you like got dethroned, I guess.
Right.
So you'd go and you do like the actual like final, I guess, group. Was it like a sign off or group motto or something? You're like the head of the class, basically.
Just like saying bye or like saying the day's over.
To like I don't know. It's also funny because we don't know how many days are going on in between this because there's like so much skipping around.
Yeah, there's so much going on. There's like, oh, they're in the gym singing. Oh, they're back in the classroom. Oh, they're sleeping. Oh, they're awake again. Like, oh, he chills there.
I forgot that this girl. That's the one from Produce 101.
Yeah, who like everyone loved.
Hyen. She looks a lot like Haben from Goo Goo Dolls.
Look almost identical.
She was like preseason All-American #1 out here. Oh, we forgot to mention. Apparently, this thing is like legit, like live voting. So like the rankings, you like see the little rankings when like someone pops up, like they're talking.
Yeah, it moves.
And like a little thing pops up and it shows you like in the bottom corner like their actual live rankings as things are happening on the show, which is cool.
Really cool.
There's also a lot of times that they like go into the room, like your little classroom, and they're like hear like the live rankings like read out to them out loud. And I'm like, how often do they do this? Because they'll like be in the middle of a field like practicing. Yeah. Then it's a cutscene and they're just like sitting for the rankings.
I'm like, how did we get here so fast? And then they're all like looking on the board to see what the live rankings are because people voted because they did that thing in the field. And it's
it's like how did this happen?
It's super intense. I just love when the classroom. It's just the best. Because it's like pink and purple, and they're like little. Their little school uniforms are really cool. Yuri's there too. We didn't say that from Eyes One. She's
I forgot Yuri's
a participant.
I forgot Yuri was there.
A participant.
Also, I guess we know Sion is in Happy Face Entertainment right now.
Yes.
Also amazing she got picked up by anybody. Although it's crazy because she was very good and produced 48.
Yeah, she was really good. I was surprised to see how not good she was in this because she was so good in there.
I know.
But I guess, kind of like Anda, she just had the
old flip-flop.
The thing about her, though, is they actually like focused on her a lot, so you just like...
Oh, speaking of you're getting focused on, we talked about how they had their singing thing.
Yeah.
They had to do like a dancing thing where they like learned the choreo of this dance, and it was like basically you would do this dance... And whoever did it the best, you get tapped on by the judge. And you got tapped on first, it means you left and you did a good job.
Yeah.
And the last one's there, it means you're terrible and you need work.
Yeah.
And Sion was terrible. Oh my god. She like couldn't even remember the dance. She'd start laughing. And
I don't know I don't remember who it was, but someone like tried to give her like extra special help on the side too to like help her learn it, and like she had a tough go and was just like laughing.
Yeah, she did not do good at all. She does not. Good at all. She's really goofy though. Like she isn't all the.
She didn't get like she didn't get a horrible rank when it was done. She was kind of in the middle, but like she didn't complete anything. It was kind of funny. Maybe people thought it was like funny, so they. I don't know,
but she did not do good.
But she was great in Produce 48. But this was at least the first 2 episodes. She had a tough time.
She had a tough go of it. Which, now we know why she was in Produce 48, because she did not do good in this show.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a couple other girls that were in Produce 48 on here.
Yeah.
But, so they had a dance thing, a singing thing, they got through like little evaluations for whatever their grades were.
That was pretty much the most...
Didn't they have like...
They had like a dance-off too, which was kind of just like goofy and...
To see who would be like... The main, like, get the little main breakdance thing part, because there's a little dance break and their, like, intro song, like how Produce 48.
Yeah, they're like
getting... Pick Me.
They're, like, kind of preparing for their own intro song.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't done it yet.
At the end of the episode, because it's the best.
It's really cool.
But they're, like, all working on it. They're, like, that's basically what they're doing. The first episode is going through all this stuff, getting evaluated, you get to meet the girls a little bit, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Then, like I said, the second episode we were talking about was pretty much them just going over, practicing their routine for their little intro dance thing and song.
Yeah.
Which, of course, they keep messing up and can't get right, and then everyone's crying.
Yeah, that's a That's a survival show staple right there. Is everyone messing up and crying.
But then there she is. There's Anda.
There's Anda.
Sad little dark haired
someone
with no bangs.
Someone talked to her. At least she's not sitting by herself.
That's true. That's a girl that left. She's sitting by herself.
That girl had, she had a very tough go.
But, yeah, so they did a little dance thing. That was the first episode. Like I said, the second episode pretty much focused on them learning their, like, performance for the little song thing and performance. There's Natty, the goat out here. That's the episode where some of the girls that were better, like, took charge to make everybody, like, do better. Because, like, we need to do this. Like, you guys are terrible.
Yeah.
And that's when they called out, like, Anda, and they had to go in the little group to help them learn how to do stuff. And she was, like, crying. Man, she legit was, like, just a tiny
All I
child.
can say is anyone who's upset that Natty didn't make it in twice, you're kind of a clown. Because she is a legitimate little kid.
They're, like,
I'm sure she's really great, but come on. she would not have been in twice.
There's like a part where it shows her going up into like elimination against like Nyan, and not just like a grown woman.
Yeah, I mean, she was like legit just a little tiny kid.
But hey, she must have learned a lot because she did really good.
She's really good, yeah, and you know.
The other best thing is no matter how good she did in all this stuff, she like got all these good rankings and stuff, and she still just was not number one because that one girl that nobody... She didn't even do good.
The girl from Produce 101 was number one after the first rankings, and she wasn't even that great.
She couldn't even sing.
Her singing was not very good, and it was confusing. I don't know. Natty was like second, and then she was like second or third for the next rankings too, so... Yeah, I don't know, that everyone was hyped about that one girl, but she was not very good.
No, she was not very good.
In the first couple episodes. But...
Or at least Natty's like actually really good.
Natty's like really great at everything. I mean, she's like the best. She's so good.
They're like worried about her singing, because they're like, oh, I don't know how good of a singer she is, but she's a really great dancer, and she like did it like her like vocal things, and she like was finished number one.
Yeah, she's been... Through the first couple, she's the best at everything.
She's like the Khan of idol school.
Pretty much.
She's like the goat that did not make it somehow.
Pretty much.
Another thing that was funny that I was very surprised about, because we were talking about while it happened, was there's a part where they like got to go eat food in the cafeteria, and I mean there was like a smorgasbord, like there was like a lot of food there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great, they're gonna have to like do some like test or something, and they're gonna have to pass some like, you know, like crazy obstacle course in order to eat food. Nope, they just got to go eat the food.
Like, hey girls, go eat.
And all you heard the whole time was Sion yelling about how she wanted chicken, and there was not going to be any chicken left.
Yeah, because she was like in the back of the line.
So they got to go eat. I've only seen them eat one meal in the 2 days they've been there, so I don't know.
The 2 days allegedly that we think.
Yeah, I don't know.
They think
it's
been 2 days. Maybe longer, maybe shorter.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Also, Hee Chol comes in and writes his name on the board, and it's like the sloppiest thing in the whole world. I don't know what that even means.
I couldn't see a job more fit for Hee Chol than being the main homeroom teacher of idol school girls.
Yep.
I'm sure he was thrilled to do this job.
He's like, this is why I got in this business.
This is like fit for him.
Oh, I forgot. I got sidetracked. They had like a little dance-off thing, kind of like I was telling Justin, and like the Produce 101, there's that legendary clip of like Chang'e having a dance-off against Yoonjung, and then like Mina and them like in a circle, and all like coming out and doing wild dances and stuff.
Yeah,
that's essentially what happened on this, and they were judged based off of that. And surprisingly, Hayoung won one of them.
Yeah,
and then the other one was Natty, which was not surprising.
Yeah.
So they got the little dance break in between. I guess it's weird because until they said it, I didn't really even think about it until they like showed it on the thing.
Yeah.
But I guess in their intro song, there really is like a dance break thing, and they both got to do the little dance break parts.
Right.
So that was like a big thing everybody wanted. So they got that, surprisingly. I don't know how Hayoung got that, honestly. She did like some crazy dance that was funny, and they liked it, I guess.
Yeah. Hayoung might have been, don't remember, but she might have been 2 or 1 after the second episode.
She ranked pretty high. I remember
she was
ranked pretty
really,
high.
really high after the second episode.
And I'm pretty sure towards the end of this second episode that they got to a point where they pretty much all knew like the little dancing. They're like getting ready to finish filming it. So going into the third one, that's probably going to be.
Yeah, I think our next one is going to be finally like we actually get to see the intro video of like Idol School. It'll probably be like them filming it. Because they even kind of showed it in the second one. They're by like the pool, remember? Like, but then it like instantly went away.
And then I know episode 4 is the elimination. So we got eliminations and we got the whole filming of the video coming together. But the first 2 episodes, that's pretty much what happened. It wasn't anything too... Oh! I forgot. They had like a friggin' super swole Asian guy come in and make him do like physical fitness challenges.
Oh, yeah! They have to do like not planks. They have to like... maybe they had to do planks. They had to do some other like weird like sitting... like endurance test too. That guy was super swole though.
Yeah, so he like came in,
like almost won one of those too.
And they did like just random fitness challenges, I guess if you want to call it fitness challenges.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I don't know how important that really is in the whole show, but yeah, that happened.
Just to show the endurance and determination.
That pretty much covers the first 2 episodes, I think. I can't really think of anything else that happened.
I can't really either. I'm trying to think. They had their like dorm stuff, which was funny. Their one big long room where they all sleep.
That was the craziest thing ever.
But
one girl like hid Snickers that she brought.
Yeah.
Like have you guys ever seen Heavyweights? Like when the kids come in and they hide all their candy in like the bed and stuff, so no one can find it.
I just thought it was super impressive. They had like a legitimate like hollowed out stump with like a thing on it that they put the.
Oh, dude, that's
McDonald's.
That's my. What's it say on there? I don't know if it said high end was in the top ones or not right now.
Serum's number 2 after the live rankings.
Let's
after
go.
The first
Number 2. Sion's number 4
of the like rankings 10 minutes into the show.
The rankings in Idol School are gonna be a lot like my top 10 list this year. You're just never gonna know what's gonna happen.
It could be anything.
Also, shout out to their awesome little outfits they have. They're the best. Yeah, they're all like cool. The same outfits.
It's a cool look.
But back to my recommendations for the week. Go watch Heavyweights.
Yeah, seriously. Find comparisons of Heavyweights and Idol School.
I'm pretty sure that's what Idol School is based off of. Just Heavyweights.
So. I think so.
That was the plot.
It's I see a lot of similarities. So, but it's really good. It's been really fun. I mean, we're only 2 episodes in. Is there 12?
I think so.
So we got a ways to go. But
I will say on the plus side, these episodes so far have not been like 3 hours long. They're like an hour.
They're like an hour, which is nice.
So we can watch more of them. We're gonna watch like 3 in the span of time it takes to watch.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to. We'll probably get like 3 at a time moving forward.
Also, everyone's super hyped because the principal guy, or like the head dean of the school, is like the old grandpa who couldn't control his flagellants and high kick through the roof. So everyone's like super hyped. He's like a famous actor. If you guys have ever seen that drama, he's in there. He's the grandpa. He's
like the superintendent principal guy.
I'll never forget this superintendent dude from the WJSN, like the 2nd season when he came out and he was like showing him how to dance out in the field.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh my eyes, I can't watch this. Yeah. So far out of school, my takeaways from it are 1, Anda's so much different.
Yeah.
Sion, I don't know. She's funny. I don't know. I feel like her career's not as being an idol, but Sion's really cool. It's interesting seeing how much better she was in Produce 48 than she is in this because she's not very good in this.
Yeah.
Good thing she has really popular friends who are all in Promise 9.
Seriously.
Natty's just really good at everything.
Yeah.
So after seeing this, I'm not surprised that she became a solo artist because she's just really good.
Yeah, I guess if you keep going on elimination shows and you always get eliminated, then it's time to just take matters in your own hands.
Well, it's because like before, the only thing I saw her from was being on the 16 thing. She's like a legit little kid, and I'm like, how'd she become a solo artist? But after just seeing her on her short time on this, I'm like, yeah, she's actually like really good at everything.
She's the best person. If I had to vote from 2 episodes, if I had to vote for a top person, I would vote for her.
Yeah, because
she's been funny, can sing, can dance, tried to help the other girls, like pretty much got it all.
She has great charisma too.
Yeah. She's I feel like this show will definitely make me more of a fan of her like as a soloist now, so she's been really great.
I can also see how we're gonna have a situation later on down the line when eliminations happen when a couple of the girls that I like that actually did pretty good are just not good. Well, we know they're not in the group. So I'm sure that's gonna happen here.
Yeah. The members of Promise, I mean, they're shown pretty prominently in the first couple episodes.
Except for Jisun.
Jisun's not a ton, but they've all done pretty well so far. So, I mean, knowing what we know about this, like the results and everything, I haven't been like, something's starting to really seem fishy of like how...
No, they're like actually good.
Like, yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like, granted, we've only had 2 episodes, but all the members of Promise so far have been really good at everything, so it's not like you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean Promise. I don't know. It's been really good. Everything's been awesome. I really like it. It's different, and honestly, it's just as good as, in my opinion, as Produce 48 or Produce 101.
I think really cool. I think it is too. I think it's just as good, and I just really appreciate that it's like it's just its own like unique thing. It's not just like a complete rip-off of like that of the Produce series. And obviously that is like the standard. It's like the Produce series. It's like, okay, that's like the top dog. But Idol School it's great. The production's great. The girls are great. Everything is
the whole
legit.
setup's like really legit.
It's like the place they're filming it is the coolest.
Like in produce series, they're like in a building. You're like CJ&M Entertainment. Yeah. Here they're like in their whole own little university.
Yeah. So, I remember I was really impressed with it. That was probably like my biggest takeaway from the first couple of episodes. Was really Natty's really good, and I'm just impressed with how like much actually went into doing Idol School. Like it's legit.
We also I'm super excited because I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna be getting to the point where, as you can see from our little screenshots here, I googled something on the YouTube. We haven't even got to the performances yet because they're gonna have performances like how they had them produced. So that's gonna be super cool.
Just really love this show. Really
I can't wait to watch some more episodes.
Really love it. Again, it is nice. They're like 45 minutes to an hour, so you can kind of just like watch it and like. Because Produce 48 was like awesome, but that
like
was
2.5, 3 hours long episodes.
That was a commitment.
We can come hang out and we can watch.
Just watch some and then like do other stuff, and it's cool. But yeah, I'm excited to just see what happens. I'm pumped that it's Fromos too, because we always say Fromos is like our favorite group.
Oh, I'm telling you,
it's like our secret favorite group.
They're like. If there was like a term for like they're the interim champions whenever my top favorite group's not gone, it would just be Fromos until my favorite group comes back.
They're like the bias wrecking favorite group overall. Like
if they were there the whole time, they'd probably just be my favorite group. But they were just gone for so long.
So I feel like this will make me even appreciate Fromos even more.
Even though the last comeback really just
they've been so good with everything they've done. Yeah, that's first couple episodes of Idol School. It's getting started. We'll probably start to really get into it the next few, but the introductions and the first couple evaluations been good.
A passionate episode when first eliminations happen.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how intense those are compared to the produced ones, because those produced ones are edited, and it's like the most intense thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
Oh, it is just it's horrible. I mean, it's like so like. I don't know how the people who like did it live, like did they just like die from anxiety? Like it had to be so, even watching it knowing the results was like so tough. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Idol School. I'm excited, see where it goes. I'm ready to get into some performances. I'm ready to see them film their video for their intro song. Because their intro song's amazing.
Speaking of, time to listen to the intro song.
Yeah, let's watch...
this is how we're ending all of our Idol School episodes
we'll
we're
just
watching.
Watch the actual video.
It's also the song's freaking awesome.
It's so great.
Just as good as the Produce 101 openings.
I think so.
With Heechul's.
And Heechul's there, so it really makes it legit.
It's also so wild because they're all just like dancing on like a giant building. Just like, I don't know. It's so crazy.
It's like they're dancing on their school, I guess. It's just like so high energy and happy. Remember when we watched this at one time and we were like, they're really showing the Fromos 9 members a lot.
I know. They really are.
How did they know?
That's the best game, is watch this video and then count how many times you see the Fromos members.
Oh, look.
And Natty. Natty's in here a lot. I still just don't know how she didn't make it. Maybe something happened, but...
Well, someone didn't fork off enough funds. That's so elite.
There's like water geyser...
I feel like they actually have a music... This is like a music video. Like, they actually made like a full music video.
I feel like they only had one shot at shooting that, because once the water goes
out,
how
much
soaked,
was it for the water cannons? Wasn't two? Like... We gotta nail this one, guys. We can't do the water cannons again.
There she is. Man, just showing all...
Wow, there's just 3?
Oh.
Okay, not 4.
Oh yeah, I forgot the girl that looks like she's
the
like
girl
10.
that looks like she's 10, but she's actually like
23.
22 or something.
Yeah.
I was like...
The one that they could not get right was just this one in the gym clothes. Apparently in the middle of the highway. Oh yeah, there is a dance break. It's crazy because, like I said, until they mentioned this, I like didn't even think about it. I'm like, does that really happen?
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing it.
This is the part we saw. Okay, so they did film part of the video.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to
I
get
just
to this
want
part.
to get to this part. This is awesome.
There are like literally hundreds of thousands of people in the gymnasium dancing right now. I don't even know which ones are in the group.
I have no idea who the contestants are, just normal people.
And Heechul. They're literally just showing
It's all the members of Promise 9.
And Yuri.
And Yuri, because Eyes won. Eventually. Yeah. It's such a great theme because it really is just like it's like a legit intro to the show.
The other best part is I remember that...
More water, great.
I just remember how like they were like critiquing their lineups like a freaking like Hawkeye cam over the top of their dance formation.
Oh, I know.
They're like, there's too much space here, do it again.
Yeah, they're like a football coach on like a crane up there, like, we need to do this, blah, blah, blah.
Like the directors, you see them in like the little boon things and like all the way up in like the little high-rise things.
And they're like, this is our last shot, and then they nailed it. Okay, so they did a little part of the music video.
Yeah, because that's what they're like working on in the second one.
They were very bad at it, but then a miracle happened and they nailed it. Last take too. Last take.
I can't wait to see with the performances if they do like 40-minute intros, each one showing how trash they are before they just come out and it's awesome.
Produce 48 was very good at that. Produce 48 made me believe that none of those girls had a future in anything. Singing, dancing, acting, nothing. Like, I was like, you guys need to all give up, but somehow they turned it around.
Every single one of them was like the top 5 greatest anime flip-flops of all time.
Seriously, like, every single time. Like, you guys can't even like walk and chew gum, let alone sing. But then they get on stage and we'd be like, if this was an actual group, we would stand them.
Like, I don't know. They'd make them look so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it is some fancy, or not fancy, but they definitely had a little bit of an agenda to make it a little more dramatic with the editing, but it was just funny because you never even saw improvement. It was just horrible performance.
Boom, perfect.
The best. Incredible. So, yeah, we'll see how that is for Idol School, too.
Super excited. We'll have to watch some more episodes, so next week we can do our next session before... really just the big halfway between the year or middle of the year award season comes out here.
I'm nervous for it. but we gotta do it. It's what we do.
Idol School's awesome though. I love these shows. I can't wait to watch one live.
Oh man, yeah. Hopefully that's just my dream is to have one a show like this. What's it called? Voting show. Why can't I think of the word? Elimination.
Yeah, elimination. It's like an elimination show.
Man, I would love to watch one live. I would stay up whatever hour to see it.
I would schedule my actual time schedule for being awake around it so I could watch it live.
Yeah, I would too.
Before I go to work.
That was, after we watched Produce 48, I was like, man, I would love to watch this as it's happening. And probably, like, be depressed too. All sorts of emotions. Happy, depressed, joy. I don't know. It just depends. I just want to find people to root for and see if they make it or not.
Dude, I know.
But then you kind of like root for everyone, so it's sad. I don't know.
Speaking of rooting for everybody, before we go, we'll have an update for what's been going on since we gave our predictions for what was going to happen with Eyes One. Yena did not debut with Everglow, which I think is the biggest disappointment in the history of K-pop.
We kind of struck out a couple times.
High One's been doing like some photo shoots, and they've been like teasing that she's like going to be in a group of some kind, which I think we talked about. I don't know when that's going to happen though, but like a lot of the members have their own personal accounts now.
I was going to say the absolute greatest thing that has come out of the disbandment is everyone has an Instagram account now, and that's awesome.
Also, Chaewon did not come out and debut with Rocket Punch when Ring Ring came out, which I mean that would have been the best thing of all time. But they did show her doing like the little TikTok challenges, and Yoonbi and Chaewon both did one with them. So
yeah,
that's cool.
Just put them both in there.
Sakura surprisingly is graduating from AKB. I didn't know she was even old enough to do that yet. So maybe she'll be back here pretty soon.
She'll,
Hitomi's in AKB. Nako's in AKB.
They're doing whatever they're going to do over in Japan.
I'm not sure
they'll always have something to do.
Yeah. Minju, I haven't really heard anything about.
Minju, not sure.
I don't really know what Wanyang and Eugene are doing. I see them post some stuff and they're like doing random like
Wanyang posts some like modeling pics.
Yeah, like photo shoots and hosting things. Yeah. I think Eugene's a host of a show somewhere.
She is one of the shows.
Like Music Banker show.
Yeah, I don't know what one it is, but she is one of the hosts on there.
Who were we missing? I'm looking up at my wall because I got everybody out there.
We got
Yuri. I'm not sure what she's doing.
No idea what Yuri's doing. I don't even know. Does Yuri have Instagram? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
That's how I just keep track of everybody now. It's just what's on their Instagram.
I think that might be everybody.
Yeah.
So some of our predictions weren't really 100% accurate, but it's still too soon to tell. And a couple of them are kind of accurate.
Yeah, that's what we'll say is too soon to tell. Too soon to tell. Who knows? Our big ones were a little off, but that's okay. They could come true in the future.
True.
I'm just glad that everyone has an Instagram. It's my favorite thing.
That is the best. Thank you, UMB.
And you can actually, oh my goodness, finally. And you can, see what they're up to. Instead of we're disbanded, and you never hear from them again, and have no idea what they're doing, so.
True, because, the members of ISWA didn't really have any accounts, because they were in other groups.
Yeah, from IY and stuff.
Now everybody's like, if they have an Instagram account, they're not going to be in a group, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's not how it works now. There's all kinds of members of groups.
That's not how it works at all. A lot of groups have members with personal Instagram accounts.
That's just the future.
A lot. Dare I say most? I don't know. I don't know about, the boys, but I know a lot of the girl groups, they all have personal Instagram accounts.
Yeah.
Fromos has personal Instagram accounts. Red Velvet does. Blackpink does.
CLC does.
CLC does.
If you count that as a group.
Twice doesn't. CLC absolutely.
WJSN does.
Everybody in WJSN has one. So, yeah, I don't see why that would be a make or break for people thinking people are in a group or not, since people are in groups and have
Get
them.
with the times, old man.
Yeah, pretty much. Come on, Twice. Get your personal Instagram accounts.
Which is crazy, because really, it's just a way to make each member more individually famous as the group more popular as a whole.
Yeah. Exactly.
You have one account for Twice, cool. But if you give every member an account, that's 9 more ways people are going to know about Twice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe eventually. I'm not really sure what JYP does, because, ITZY doesn't have them yet, but I guess that kind of makes sense, because they're still sort of new, but I don't know why people don't have them. I don't know the rules of it.
I don't either.
I don't know why people think it's, a bad thing, though, because plenty of people do it, and it's legit my favorite thing.
More of the story is we support K-pop idol accounts.
I don't think the members of Luna do.
I don't think they do.
I don't think the members of Luna do.
I'm sure if they did, Zeg would have told us.
I don't know what. Yeah, we would definitely. I know, the Lovelies girls do.
Oh yeah.
Oh my girl, they do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am not sure. Yes, CLC indeed does. I don't know about. Oh no, Idol they just got some.
True, because I look at Minnie's stuff all the time.
Minnie does, Yuki does, Mian does, Shua does. I don't know if Soyeon has one yet.
I need to go follow that Susan account. I didn't know she
had it's great. It's great. Instagram's the best, so the idols having their own account was just awesome.
I really don't use it for anything except looking at idol
accounts. That's all I do on Instagram.
And talking to our fans on our K-pop account.
Pretty much, yeah. Can we just get pretty much just the JYP groups? Come on, get with the times, guys. Like you said, at least WJSN. At least WJSN has Instagram accounts.
True. I'm trying to go find Susan's account right now.
I'm pretty sure she has one. I have no idea what the name is, but sometimes they have names that are just you would not even be able to find them. So if I can find one and just see who they're following and hope that they follow.
That's really what you gotta do.
I hope that they follow the other members. I know. Well, soloist people obviously have one. It's the best that Frost has.
I lied. I do follow her.
It's a good old Susan. What is her name on there?
Shaw _
Yeah, I wouldn't have found that.
It's just crazy because they're not following anybody ever, but it's followers 535,000.
Yeah, they're pretty popular people.
But everybody go watch Idol School so you can live it with us.
Yeah.
It's the best. I love it.
Maybe we'll have a watch party of Idol School.
Yeah, everybody come join our watch party of Idol School. Idol School's really good. I like it.
It's great. It's A+. A+ so far. I'm very, very excited to watch the rest.
Speaking of A+, since you're listening to this, go listen to earlier episodes.
Go listen to all of them. Literally. All 85. Well, this will be 85, so all 85. Go listen to them.
Plus the special episodes.
And the special episodes, yes. We've had a lot of episodes, so.
Yeah.
But they're on YouTube. They're on
True.
Spotify. They're on Apple Podcasts.
If you go to YouTube, you can watch my unboxing videos and other people in our Discord do unboxing.
I need to make my one for my Luna album I got like a month ago, or a little less than a month ago. Just brings back too many memories.
Just keep it sealed forever.
Yeah, honestly. One day I'll open that to get my Chori photo card. But yeah, follow us, Kpop Kimchi, Twitter, Instagram.
101. K-pop
just
Kimchi
type
101.
it into Google and see what happens.
If you really put in K-pop Kimchi into Google, all kinds of stuff pops up.
Type it into Google, see what happens, and follow everything. Listen, and let us know.
Shout out to people on Reddit who click the random links I put up all the time.
Seriously, good job, Reddit.
I'd like to shout out Reddit for working hard for the podcast. Google.
There's a lot of good people out there helping us on Reddit. So
there really is.
Shout out to those people.
I think that's how a lot of people actually find our Discord.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Good work. They not only help me out, but they help out my other YouTube channel.
Which is?
Not Your Average Meta.
Follow it.
If you like MTG gameplay, I'm about to upload a video tonight. Well, I guess it's Monday, so I'm going to upload on Monday, which is today now. Go watch that. Reddit helps me out a lot on that, because you can go look at like where your most links are from, your views are from, and like all of them are from Reddit when I post up the links people click on.
That's awesome.
So yeah, if you like Magic, go watch that. I put up weekly videos, so it's fun. Me and my friends playing.
Perfect.
I know.
We got lots of fun content coming out of the studio here, so go like it, go subscribe, go watch it all, because it's good stuff.
And we'll have more fun Idol School stuff for you next week.
Yep, we absolutely will. But until then, I'm JT, he's Fograw, and we are the K-Pop Kimchi Podcast. We will see you guys next week. Love you.
Later.